What's up, Libra? This is going to be a love check-in for the first 2 weeks of September. This is for my Libra Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It helps out the channel. And if you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. There is a very long wait for a reading with me at the moment, guys. So if you want to explore your options, I have put links to my affiliates in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5-minute reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a $10 bonus if you deposit 20 with a reader. Check them out if you feel called to do so. Otherwise, if you wanted to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. So we're going to do a check-in, guys. Person on your mind, how do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then the projected potential outcome for the first half of September. For those that are new, I say potential because on this channel I marry in the law of assumption into my channel and into my readings, which essentially means this is just a check-in point on your specific person. And you, the version of you and them, and the situation that you have selected out of the infinite that are available right now. Creation is finished. All things exist. All versions exist. You can have anything you want. Your desires are meant for you. You're limitless. And if you don't know what I mean, please do some research into the law of assumption. Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy. Look at some of the stuff I've posted in the lives and look at some coaches online that are brilliant. And I like to teach as I read, guys. So let's get into it. The person on Libra's mind, how are they feeling about Libra as we move into the first 2 weeks of September? I saw the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Six of Swords in the reverse. Libra, either the communication goes in and out or it can be a bit small or petty. The Six of Swords in the reverse, some of you are separated by water or distance, or otherwise this could be that if there's any kind of like distance or disconnect, this could be the comeback round, okay? The Six of Pentacles, Libra, the Page of Wands in the reverse. So we've got another page in the reverse. Again, this can be kind of like pettiness or small communication, maybe a bit immature kind of communication between you and this person. And then we've got the Emperor card in the reverse, Libra. 10 of Pentacles is in the overall. Queen of Wands is in the reverse. Okay, Libra, Strength card, Magician card is in the reverse. Libra, the Six of Pentacles here, something to do with balance, reciprocity. Now, I did say that like the communication can come across like a little bit small. Maybe there's questions around whether the feelings are returned. Six of Pentacles, either they feel that they haven't really been reciprocating the way that they should, or playing devil's advocate, Libra, they feel like you're not really returning what their gestures are, what their communication is. Now, guys, I'm only playing devil's advocate and reading their energy, and I say it in every read, doesn't really fucking matter because this is just a version that you selected. They're going to think and feel differently as soon as you shift your state of consciousness. Everything on the outside is a reflection of your current version, your current state of consciousness. So the version of Libra that you're being and the version of the person that you are experiencing and that you selected. So right now, Page of Wands in the reverse, they might feel like either the communication goes in and out or they're questioning whether or not this is reciprocal. The Magician card in the reverse does mean that they feel like there's unfulfilled potential here. Maybe they feel like they've poured more in, you've poured in less, or there's just been that kind of ongoing dynamic. We do have the Strength card and the Emperor card in the reverse, so there could be some clashes here. Strength card shadow can be like kind of ego clashes or just lacking confidence in the connection somehow. Either maybe because of the communication or maybe just questioning whether like the affections, the feelings are returned or the effort has been returned. The Emperor card in the reverse. So this is a little bit to do with structure and taking control of matters. So Libra, what I'm getting is when I said that the shadow of the Strength card, the ego clash, and the Six of Pentacles, it may possibly be, and I'll do your side of the street that's more relevant because you can manifest this differently. It might be that the clash here is that maybe both of you feel the other one is not really taking control of matters or not really putting in the effort in some kind of a way, okay? We do have Queen of Wands in the reverse. So I also feel with this kind of, Wands energy in the reverse, the shadow energy, it could be that And again, not giving you shit, Libra, whatsoever. I mean, this could be what's triggered in them as well, but the Queen of Wands in reverse can be the mean girl, mean guy. So maybe this Six of Pentacles, which kind of can feel a bit like questioning whether or not like effort is being returned, might trigger a little bit of kind of nasty communication in some kind of a way. Maybe that's what's happened between the two of you. Now, and it's maybe resentment around not really taking control of matters, not really making an effort. And so the Magician card in the reverse, there is still unfulfilled potential. There's a Ten of Pentacles here in the overall. This is matters to do with house and home and family. Now that could be a factor that's playing into this situation, why perhaps there has been difficulties getting the right balance, or resentments, like if there's a lot of responsibility connected to family and house and home. I mean, Emperor card is a father and a husband figure. On the other hand, it is in the reverse. So there's something here about not taking control, or not putting in the effort, or not working to build something stable. So let me have a look at the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there's the Fool card. And then there's the Chariot card in the reverse. It's somewhere between like, can we get this moving in the right direction? It seems to have stopped moving in the direction, like this would be the positive direction. The Chariot card's in the reverse. It could be like a stop. Some of you are separated by like distance, as I said. With the Chariot card, that's possible. Maybe that's why it's like hard to gauge whether or not also this can actually develop into Ten of Pentacles. So not only could there be responsibilities outside of the connection, like between the two of you, it could be that, you know, there could be distance and sort of questions around, okay, is this going ahead? Like, can we build something? And then also there might be like questions, are you on the same page? Maybe, you know, with this like, Six of Pentacles can feel like breadcrumbs. So if there's communication issues, the interpretation could be like, oh, the effort's not being returned or reciprocated in some kind of a way. We'll do oracles. More relevant, like I said, is going to be what you want and how you're feeling about them, which again, then you can just like completely adjust. Once you've decided what you want, you can manifest it that way. And I'll explain it when I do your side of the street. But basically the Ten of Pentacles, house, home, long-term matters, the future vision. But the Queen of Wands in the reverse, something here has to do with like the way in which the balance has been so far. Now, some of you are dealing with a situation where support, like financial support, is tied to like family or outside energies, maybe even children or something like that. And that could be causing, you know, testing the strength of the connection in some kind of a way. The Fool card here would be like, should we take a leap? Should we go for it? Or can this not move forward? So there's like a stalling kind of an energy. The Fool is again about travel, you know, taking that, you know, taking a trip together or traveling to one another or something like that. But here, you know, I think with this communication being like maybe a little bit reactive, or, you know, there's a trigger point here, Queen of Wands in the reverse, Page of Wands in the reverse. You know, maybe it feels risky to go for it. Maybe they're questioning whether or not you're all in. Do you know what I mean, Libra? I mean, Queen of Wands in the reverse also, if it's not like the mean girl guy, it's like Queen of Wands in the upright would be a lot of confidence, and something here is testing the confidence in the connection. Makes sense? Strength is confidence, right? But it could be that they're looking at you, Libra, like waiting for you to take control or to demonstrate that you want to go for it. Do you know what I mean? So again, I do it this way, guys, because law of assumption, whatever you dominantly assume about a person is what's going to show up in your reality and manifest, okay? However, sometimes what you're thinking someone thinks is not necessarily, like you might be making an assumption that they're like cold or they're not making an effort. They may be making the same assumption. Do you get what I mean? However, the result will crystallize in a certain way because the energy will get ping-ponged back and forth until, say, things crystallize not the way that you desire. Do you know what I mean? So this is why I do it this way. You don't need to throttle the mirror and get frustrated and be like, they're not making an effort, they don't know what they want, they're too busy with other things, whatever it is. All you need to do is change your assumptions about them, select a version of them that already exists that's making the effort, or you're together. There's no blocks. Distance is not a factor for those of you, you know, like it's a non-issue, or family or other responsibilities, it's a non-issue. Know what I mean? Anyway, guys, so Strength card, High Priestess. Maybe you go through periods of like silence. It could be that you feel quite a nice intuitive bond though, like a higher level connection with this person. But this is also the sense of the unknown. So perhaps the way that like the communication is, things get left unsaid and it's not very clear. And also that could trigger, and again, is this because there's actual like deception or secrets? I don't really think so. What I think is there's something wrong with the communication style, or there's a trigger point. Like if this person's insecure and feels like they're giving you something and you're not returning it, then that triggers something in them, right? Insecurity. And so maybe they pull back, then you react, and then the assumption is that there's things hidden or unrevealed. Okay, do you know what I mean? Anyway, Libra, so we've got Pisces energy with a High Priestess, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini. Yeah, I feel like this goes through silence and it goes through periods of like a rest state, and they seem to want to come out of that. Maybe they want to jump onto a new cycle with the Fool card with you, because the Lovers card is in the reverse. So something here, it's like you have a strong connection. I already said that, Libra, with the High Priestess, but something, it's like maybe they're questioning whether the love is returned. Lovers card, it's like it feels maybe a little bit like, is the love one-sided? As I said, it's like they could think, oh, does Libra want me? Now you might feel the same way. This is why we're going to see what's going on, and then we can just adjust it by like you making new assumptions. And then the Four of Wands is in the reverse. So this hasn't led to something kind of very stable. Do you know what I mean, Libra? Because like I said to you, there's questions about the future vision, Ten of Pentacles. And it could be that either because you, them, or both of you have a responsibility outside with Ten of Pentacles, with family matters, with children, whatever it is. And supporting people or whatever. But the Four of Wands, it's like it hasn't turned into a stable sort of connection. There could be, like I said, because of all this stuff going on outside, it could be that that's caused friction in some kind of a way. So let's have a look. Yeah, friction and confusion. Seven of Cups, Libra. This person, there could be questions like, okay, confusion about feelings. Are the feelings reciprocated? Now, for some of you, there is confusion about whether or not like there are other options or choices in the mix, whether that's founded or unfounded, guys. And I already explained how that could happen. Like if the communication is some kind of a way, and you know this is challenging their confidence, then they may hold back. Then you hold back. Then they question if you're hiding something. And again, they might have insecurities and make negative assumptions. We don't need to wait for them to change or heal or worry about it. I'm only reading for context. We just need to select version of Libra that has the connection that they want and make new assumptions. No, this person, they're so open, they communicate so well. Of course, we have such a great stable connection. Whatever the hell it is you want, guys, affirmations or whatever you want to do, there's techniques, coaches will help you, but it's really just about being in the state and dominantly assuming that that person is the person that you desire and that is the connection that you have, because it is available. All versions exist. But the Seven of Cups, confusion, mixed feelings, you know, are there other options, other choices, or confusion about the future and the stability of this, whether it's possible to have a stable connection, because maybe they're waiting for you to take control, take the lead, assure them or validate them in some way. Now, I'm not giving you shit, Libra, again. Doesn't really matter. Like, we'll look at you, because this is coming down to choices as well with the Lovers card, not feeling maybe chosen. Maybe just due to the dynamic, or that's an old story that this person has. That might be your story. Could be a mirror thing, Lover's card. So let's take a look. Because Four of Pentacles here is in the reverse. Hold on, hold back, withholding, questions maybe like, you know, if you're holding back on one another due to insecurity, because that is the shadow, Four of Pentacles, insecurity, then that's triggering each other's like maybe assumptions, oh, you don't want me or something like that. I mean, this can also be jealousy. So again, maybe that's jealousy of not prioritizing with time, energy, or then just triggering questions like, are you really committed to this? Do you want this for the future? That kind of a thing. Anyway, you haven't been speaking the same language. We've got Five of Swords, but it's in the reverse. They want to get past that. Five of Swords, the tension. Okay, so let's look at your side of the street, Libra, because like I said, it's just way more relevant here. And we'll see what you want and then go from there. You've got Seven of Cups, Libra. So you're both fucking confused in some kind of a way, or maybe you're confused about the connection, or you're confused about like questioning their feelings. So again, like that could be you, and then again, anyway, they're your mirror, they're you pushed out. So they're not a robot, they have their own thoughts and feelings, etc. But like literally it's just the version that you selected, and things are kind of, the circumstances that are playing out are not really relevant. Like they're gonna shift when you change your energy, your assumptions, your thoughts about them and all of that. You've got Hierophant card. How do you feel about them, Libra? Some of you, you're trying to let go of losses from the past, because Five of Cups and the Hierophant card, like if you've been in commitment previously and there's been loss, that could be a factor, or there's losses between the two of you, because you might have had arguments with this person. I did say that this could get a bit petty. How do you feel about them, Libra? You still have hope for the connection, the Star card. Let's see. Let's see what's going on for Libra. How do you feel about them? Oh my gosh, Libra. So you both have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Hold on or let go. There also could be some jealousy issues or triggering of insecurities. And I saw the Seven of Cups on both ends. So it could be triggering both of you feel a bit insecure and questioning whether the other one really chooses you or is really set on you. And that could also trigger, yeah, like jealousy, insecurity, jealousy, like questioning, like, am I the only one? And that always comes down to, guys, a story around not being enough. And so that is the state of Libra, that one version of Libra where you selected this person and circumstances are appearing or have played out in a certain way, is coming down to you, and your state is your subconscious, which is running majority of your experience, guys, 90 to 95%. And then it's driving your thoughts, your assumptions, your actions, your inactions, your reactions, whatever. So all we need to do is understand that there's a version of Libra that has no insecurity, always knows that they're enough, always knows that they're chosen. There's no competition, there's no questions around being a priority. And then also dominantly assume that, of course, because that's you, of course that's what's being reflected back, and then assume that that person is the person that is behaving and saying and doing whatever it is that you want them to do. The outside will shift and conform, guys, because you quantum shifted into that reality, and people even come in and parrot back to you exactly what you repeat. And thought transmission is real, guys. So go and look at some coaches and you'll understand, but test it. It works. So yeah, you don't know, hold on or let go. You feel like this is kind of stalled, or the effort has stalled. You know, Knight of Pentacles would be about building something stable. I already said that there's questions here around the future. Seven of Swords in the reverse, Five of Wands in the reverse, the Star card in the upright. No one comment, please. What? They're all in the reverse. Who gives a fuck, guys? You can tell that I read intuitively and that everything I do is intuitive. So it's obviously meant to be exactly how it is. Sometimes people say that and I'm like, well, it wasn't there. And this is just how it is with this deck. And now we have the Star card. So Libra, how do you feel about them? You have been feeling like there's competition or there's tension around having to compete for energy or time. And so you want to get past that. It is triggering your insecurity. There is a feeling like effort has just kind of stopped. You're still holding on to hope for this. We do have a Seven of Swords in the reverse, which can be a feeling of not trusting or deception. So let's see what that's all about. I think that's about not trusting because there's indecision or feeling blinded to the direction forward. So it's the confusion. Now, the Seven of Swords in reverse can be things that have come to light or revealed. Now, it can be called out. So I did say something here about there might have been petty conversation and it was coming down to insecurities or jealousy or something. So far, yes, there's been confusion and questions around other cups, but I don't know yet whether there are other cups or whether this is just negative assumptions that have been ping-ponged back and forth. Let's have a look. There's questions here around loyalty. King of Pentacles is in the reverse, and you both have the Magician card in the reverse, unfulfilled potential, but questions around loyalty and commitment. And the commitment has been stalled in some kind of a way. So let's have a look at what that is all about. The Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. So Libra, you feel like this goes a bit in, out, or hot and cold. It's been very passionate, but there's defensiveness here and indecision. The Pentacles are what's like also very much in the shadow. So Libra, there could be this stalling and this questions around like solid commitment, more to do with financial security, okay, and financial issues, because I did point out on this side that there seems to be responsibilities like support, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, could be children in the mix, that kind of a thing. And that has been maybe what's caused like an unreadiness to really like pour more into like the love connection. And so then that's caused guardedness or defensiveness between the two of you and trust issues. Yeah, and you both have, and again, this is why guys don't give me shit about why are they all in the reverse, because this just jumped as a Five of Swords in the reverse. And what do you have over here from a different deck? A Five of Swords in the reverse. So this is why I do it this way. So you both have had a clash and you both want to come out of the clash. There's still passion here, okay? But there's just questions around real solidity and commitment. Now, King of Pentacles in the reverse, if it's not about loyalty so much, it could be that there's been over-focus on material matters and therefore it's keeping the connection stuck, like an readiness to kind of just keep moving forward to build Ten of Pentacles, because it seems to be that the Pentacles might be going other places or there's stress around being not ready, right? Okay, so Knight of Wands is passion though. What else is coming through? Seven of Pentacles. You're still kind of invested in this, Libra, and you have a Lover's card, but it's in the upright. This person has a Lover's card, Libra, in the reverse. So they're questioning whether the love is one-sided. You do feel a love connection to this person and you probably do think that this is mutual. But there's a tension and there's a defensiveness. Part of you is like, you know, not sure. The blindfold's on. So you're both kind of questioning each other in some kind of a way, and you're both triggering each other's insecurities and potentially even jealousy issues. Whether that's jealousy because of questions like where is all your time and energy going, is there somebody else, or whether it's jealousy more so because there's outside people like family, responsibility, work, something like that, right? The oracles will tell us more. But you feel a strong connection with this person. It's been very in, out, on, off, and indecision. One more on that Seven of Swords in the reverse. Hermit card, Seven of Cups. When it goes cold is when there's confusion and mixed feelings and questions around, well, are there other cups around? Because it goes distant. Okay. Now, Seven of Cups is also illusions. You both have it. I think you trigger each other's fears in some kind of a way. Maybe you both have a history where there's been lying, cheating, toxicity, toxic patterns, something like that, and it's triggering each other's insecurities. Now, I already explained, Libra, don't worry about them. You know, you've selected maybe a person that's the mirror to your insecurities, and then they have their insecurities and whatever. You know, you could have trust issues, Libra. If you make a decision and you go, no, we're good, we're together, There is no issue. There are no other people. I'm always a priority. This person wants to talk to me every day with the best communication, whatever the hell it is. It will materialize for you. Just look at Sammy Ingram or Manifesting with Kimberly or any of those coaches and they will help you. But like here, Lover's card. So there is indecision though. So you feel a bit stuck. If you're worried that this person, you're questioning, do they want me? Do they not want me? That might be, if it's hot and cold Libra, it's coming down to you wavering. Part of you that feels, yes, this person loves me. And then you're looking at them as the mirror and you're going in and out of different states. Oh, they love me. Then you question that they love you because the mirror morphs into like your fears and doubts. And I already pointed out that you might have some subconscious beliefs that you're not enough, or that people are not reliable, honest, trustworthy, or that they're not going to choose you, or whatever the hell it is, okay? It's at a crossroads, Libra, 2 of Wands, and I think that the communication can go in and out or erratic. Cut it out or move forward in a new direction. So I don't know, Libra. I mean, let's see what's happening. What does this person want with you now as we move into first 2 weeks of September? See, guys, the cards confirm, okay, the oracle's fear. You're triggering each other's fear. It says suspicion, scared, uneasy, magnetic attraction, no. Alluring, irresistible, flirting. There's a lot of attraction, Libra, and I did say that because Knight of Wands, but it's confusing. You both have confusing. It says illusion, unknown, enigma, confusing, which triggers things. This says toxic relationship. It says misunderstanding, trigger. And then we have truth with between the lines. Again, about confusing. So what does this person want? They want to get to the truth of things. They want to clarify all of this confusion, okay? And that might be about feelings, the direction forward. I mean, this has stuff to do with house and home again. So that could be that there's a drain coming down to other responsibilities. But this also says comfort, safety. So you're both not feeling safe. It's triggering each other's insecurity. Maybe sometimes it feels very safe, and other times, because of the way that you're interpreting each other and questioning one another and trust issues, it feels like unreliable and not safe. Because it says comfort, safety, belonging, shelter, with wedding, marriage, forever, the one, union. So, you know, Libra, it's like you're both kind of questioning each other, but maybe you both want the same thing. So don't worry. You need to stick to the script if this is what you want. If you think this is the one, then stop questioning it. Don't get off this timeline. You don't need to manipulate this person and keep looking at them and go, why did they not text and say that, or didn't do that, or whatever, okay? Go and look at the coaches and look at how you should approach the situation. But this person, it's like, should we go for it? They're questioning you. So with your mind, you don't need to chase it or manipulate it. Just with your mind, select a new version, because this also says rebirth, okay? New beginning, like epiphany. You both have a soul connection, so there's something spiritual going on here, lovers and lovers. So maybe you're triggering each other's self-worth issues, but there's opportunity to ascend now to a higher state of consciousness and a higher version of the connection. Do you know what I mean, Libra? I hope that makes sense. So there's going to be communication, I believe. I mean, there's truth here. There's opportunity to clarify things, but there's been a lot of fear. So Libra, you need to take the reins. The quality of that reconnect or that rebirth is going to go whatever way, like depending on what state of consciousness you're in. Are you in the fear state where you're assuming this person is a certain way or doesn't want certain things or is going to be a certain way? Or are you in your version where you're like, I'm Libra, I'm love, this person wants me and only me, this is the one, they feel the same, and this is how it is. Do you know what I mean? But decide, you know. All right, Libra, I hope that resonated for you, and if so, you can give me a like and comment, please, and I'll check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time. Lots of love.